We're going to be getting rid of that when we insert the Freedom Smith. And then this is our wall. And then that is the brakes. Freedom Smith trigger is a great option. And all you need to do is change out the trigger shoe. Let me show you again. This thing's certified pressure. All right, so that's your pre-travel right here. Boom, then your brake. What's good, YouTube? Big Legend in the building, coming at you with another legendary video. So, as you can already tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install your Freedom Smith trigger in your Canik. This right here is the Canik Mete mc9, but this process should work for all your Mete line of Caniks. So, before we get into this video, I just want to do a quick safety check, because we are going to have to pull the trigger to disassemble the firearm. Also, I'm going to show you all the stock trigger, the stock pull and everything, to show you what you currently have in your gun. And it's not a bad trigger, as most people in the firearms world know that Canik has good triggers in their gun standard. But if you just want a little bit of an edge, the Freedom Smith trigger is a great option. And all you need to do is change out the trigger shoe. No springs, nothing. You just have to change this trigger shoe, drop it in here, and you'll see the end result. And it's going to eliminate a lot of that pre-travel, and it's going to make it break at like more of a 90-degree angle, and not make it break all the way at the rear like this current one does. So we are clear. Nothing's in the chamber, nothing's in the mag. All right, so I'm gonna show you this trigger right here. This is your stock, and this is all your pre-travel. We're gonna be getting rid of that when we insert the Freedom Smith. And then this is our wall, and then that is the brake. See how it brakes all the way at the rear. This is the reset, and then another trigger pull right there. So and we are clear. Before you do this, and disclaimer, I am not a gunsmith, but I do know how to smith my own guns. So you can follow along and do this yourself at your own discretion. I will be showing you all the ins and outs and everything of what you need to do, and just follow along, pay attention, you should be fine, okay? So first, before you take apart your gun, you're gonna want to rack it 30,000 times to make sure that the gun is completely empty and you don't have a negligent discharge. So we're gonna go ahead and rack our gun 30,000 times. All right, I think that's 29,999. So let's do one more. All right, so we should be clear. All right, now let's go ahead and break the gun down. Take your slide, set that apart, set that over there. And then these are all the tools that you're going to need in this video. It's going to be a punch that comes with your Canik, and you may or may not need a smaller fine pick tool here. You may or may not need it. You're going to need a mallet or hammer and some pliers, and I got tape on them so I don't scratch up this trigger because it is metal. So I just have some tape on here, so you know, when I go to push this pin in, it doesn't scratch up the trigger. All right, so, and then a roll of tape just so you can have some leverage, and a microfiber towel. And then when you take out your pins, you're gonna want to take them out from the right side of the gun, and it's going to be 4 punches that you're going to need to do. There's going to be one here. Going to need to punch that out, punch this out, punch that out, and punch this out here. Okay, and then follow along with me. And also take a good look at everything before you get started. You want to make sure that this pin here is, you know, facing like the lip is going to be at the front, and then also you're going to be taking out this little bar right here. You want to make sure you know what you're doing and remember how that looks. You might want to, if you don't know what you're doing, you might want to take some pictures of your firearm before you disassemble everything. And then yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. And then back here, remember how that looks back here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the disassembly. It's one punch right there. Set this aside, and make sure the pin that you take out in the front here has to go back into the front, and the one that's in the back here has to go back into the back. Okay, set this aside up here. This does have this little key here, does have a spring in it, so you want to make sure it doesn't fly out on you. Then take this little bar here, take it off this little ledge. Yeah, see, I do it better with this. All right, now we got that out the way. We'll punch right here. Set that aside. And last but not least, this punch in the back here. All right. Now we can take out our locking block. Set that aside. And then now we have here's a little bar here. I don't know all the proper terms and everything, but that doesn't matter. You just follow the instructions, follow what I'm doing here, and yeah, just follow along with what I'm doing, and then you should be good to go. You don't need to know the names of everything. Just follow what I'm doing. All right, so then we have all the punches and everything out that we need to take out. And so then you want to pop your trigger up. And first, yeah, let's take the spring out right there, loosen that up. Take the trigger housing out. All right, now we have our trigger assembly out. And what you're going to need to do is take a punch and knock out this bottom pin right here. That's what's holding the trigger bar in. Just take a punch, knock that through, and that'll loosen everything up, and then you can reinstall it to your Freedom Smith trigger right here. And I already had mine assembled and everything. I was going to make a video about this a long time ago, but I'm just now getting around to it. And I'm glad because, you know, I was able to take it out to the range, test it a few times, And in my book, it's certified pressure. So now I'm coming at you now with the video. And so I literally just uninstalled this just so I can go through and make a video for y'all and show y'all the whole shebang from start to finish, how you install it. I was gonna, you know, kind of leave it in there and kind of do like a half-ass video and just like tell y'all when I got to this part, okay, now you just punch out and yada yada. But I wanted just to be clear, I just wanted to do a full installation, so to help y'all out. And yeah, and all I ask of you is to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you learned something or this video helps you out. All right. Okay, so let's go here and take this punch out. I'm gonna try to press it. All right, and just that simple. Boom. Set that aside. Then we come back with the Freedom Smith. Line it up. Line your holes up. And then let's see if I can. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it with my hands. All right, then you line your trigger bar up with the hole and everything. It should look like that. And you're gonna be inserted into this slot right here. Right here. Line your hole up. And then like that. And then push your punch through. Push your punch through. All right. All right, there we go. And it's gonna look like this. We all good to go there. Now, it's time to put everything back together. All right. So, out with the old, in with the new. And this is a metal flat face trigger. It does help with the follow-up shots, your accuracy, and it's more durable since it's metal. So you know, this old one here is plastic. Putting some metal in there. All right, so let's go ahead and do everything in reverse. You want to get this spring over here, under and back over this little bar here, and drop your trigger down into your hole. Let's get this over this little lip here. Slip that bad boy in. And there is a little hole right here for that spring to hook into. Get that locked in. Put your trigger in there. So it should look like that. That big old hole that's in the top of the trigger will, you have to line it up. This hole that's at the top of the trigger, like so here, you gotta line it up with your hole right here, and that's when your pin is going to go through right there. All right. And then remember, like I said, you want to have this little lip pointed towards the front at the gun, or at the front of the gun. This little bar here is going to go into this hole right here, and then you're going to drop it back into your gun. Make sure oh shoot. And be patient when you're doing this. Don't rush it. It's not that hard. You will get it if you be patient. If you are patient. And this is my second installation of this trigger, so I am a certified expert. Even though it's not going as smooth as I want to on video. Alright, there's that. Then let's go ahead and lock this pin in this hole here. And this one is a cross shape, so just have to line up the right way. Alright, there we go. Alright, there's the first one back in. Let's lock this down here. Let's push this down. This pin in. Line this up on the other side. Boom, got that. And our last pin in the back here. Make sure everything's pressed down like it's supposed to be. Push this pin in. Boom, and there you go. You just installed your Freedom Smith trigger. Just that simple. It's not that hard at all. And let me put the slide back on top. Show the front, make sure everything's front. Oh, don't forget that bar. Like I almost forgot. Where is that? I almost forgot that bar right here. So we're gonna put that bar back on the ledge. See, I told you I'm not a gunsmith, but I caught my mess up before I actually put it back together. Let's take a look over everything, make sure everything's good. All right. Yep, we're good to go now. Let's put our slide back on. Test functionality. All right, so now you got your Freedom Smith in there. This is going to be a pre-travel. That's the wall right there. And see how you're not breaking all the way at the back there. You're more in a 90-degree angle. And this is your reset. Let me show you again. This thing's certified pressure. All right, so that's your pre-travel right here. Boom, then your brake. Keep turning my light on. Then this is your reset. And another follow-up shot. Man, Freedom Smith trigger, y'all. This thing is certified pressure. And if you're still here at the end of this video, I appreciate you for watching and sticking through. YouTube is gonna like me showing y'all this installation. So to help get this video to the other people like yourself that need to watch this video to learn how to install their Freedom Smith trigger, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and drop a comment if you want to, if this thing helps you out. And it's just as simple as that. There you go. And if you're still here, I owe you some ammo. Peace.